Hey, are you looking to get video summaries from your favorite YouTube channels into Readwise? If so, this is the right video for you. We've got a couple things we want to cover. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this, the tools you can use, and a couple options in case you just want to get all of the videos without summaries. That's something that you can really easily do. So anyways, let's get into it. Hey, I'm Adam with the Productivity Academy, and like I mentioned in the introduction, if you're looking to just get all of the YouTube videos but not have them summarized to save you time going through them, there's an easy way you can do this. I've created a video previously about this. This means it would pull all the videos via an RSS feed, and that means, you know, full length, no summaries, none of that. But sometimes that's what people want, and if so, that might be the path for you. Now, if you'd like to get auto-generated summaries so that you can stay on top of the YouTube channels that you have or are subscribed to, there's a tool called Summarily that will help you do this. And I want to show you how you can use this to then import that into Readwise so that you're not just dealing with the full video. You have the access to the full video, but you also have a summary and you have timestamp summaries for videos over a few minutes long. So you can go through and very easily see, okay, this video is maybe of interest to me or not. And then also, hey, which parts of that video are of interest to me? So that, let's say, for example, you have multiple 1-hour videos or 30 minutes, whatever it is, you can go through from that and just one channel, 2 channels, 3 channels, whatever it might be, and see, great, these are the videos that are of interest to me. And then boom, here's the part that maybe I want to watch, instead of having to kind of comb through, click around, go through the whole thing, or try watching all of them on high speed or something. So I'm going to switch over and let me show you how you can do this. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to Summarily.app. Okay, you can find out more here, but you will want to click on the sign up button, and then you just need to log in with your Google account via that method, the OAuth method. Now, this is important because by doing this, you're going to log in so that Summarily can see your YouTube channel subscriptions. So click on that. Go through the authentication, and you're going to then be popped into the dashboard just like this. And once you're there, you probably will not see this unless you're subscribed to the exact same channels. But once you get logged in, you can sign up for a full account and import your channels. Now, how this works is if you go over to channels, you can select which ones you have activated and which are not. For example, over here, this channel is activated and actively bringing in summaries. This one is not. Based upon the subscription you have, that would depend on how many channels you can have activated. And you can see I've got several here throughout where I've either tested or done things. Some of them are on, some are not. Okay, so what we can also do is go over here to Profile. And then we've got several important things going on here. We can do some things where we can work with our email digest schedule. That would be one way to get it out, but we really wanted to make this easy. And so we have a link to the RSS feed. Okay, when you click on that, you can then get your RSS feed URL, and now we can take that over into Readwise. Okay, so once you're in, click on that once you've got your channel set up, and then we head over to Readwise. Now, what we're going to want to do here is up to you and how you want to do it. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. Now, what I would do is I would add this as a feed. Well, how do you add it as a feed? Well, we can go over into here and we can say, clicked on Preferences, click on Add to Feed, and that is where you do it. You would just pop in your RSS subscription that you just got from Summarily and click on Subscribe, and that's going to begin importing things into Readwise. Now, what I would like to do is to show you how you can have 2 things here, or rather 3. It's automatically, by subscribing to and adding it to your feed, it's going to show up when you click on Feed or look at your feed. If you're happy with that, you're done. Pretty simple. But what you can then do, maybe you want to have it here in a pinned area where you can quickly get to it. And one of the quickest ways to get to that is to add a filtered view. And what you can do if you're not familiar with this is launch the filtering guide. This will open up Readwise's filtering guide in Notion, but I can show you how to do this. Okay, so what we could do is call it feed and true and capitalized. domain and Summarily.app. So all we're saying is, yep, it's something that is in our feed since we subscribe to the feed, and the domain is coming from Summarily.app. That's where the RSS feed's coming from. So let's say filter by that query. Boom, there we go. We can see everything. We see it's all coming from Summarily. And I've already saved this as this. You can come up here, and if you needed to, you could edit the filter, edit the name, name it Summarily YouTube Summaries or whatever you want to name it. But that's a great way because now you have it in your pinned area. You can move this around depending on where you want it, and then go from there. There's, of course, as you've seen with that, there's a lot of things you could do with this. You could look at things you've seen, you haven't seen, and I will just refer you to their guide for filtering, but this is a very quick way to get everything into here. And then we can go in. Now you can, if you want to, like, hey, I want to go through all the new videos that I haven't seen, you can hop in here and see which ones maybe, you know, are longer and you know, need some going through. So for example, we've got a summary right here. All right, don't want to actually highlight that. And then we've got the timestamped linked timestamp summaries for every few minutes in here. So this is really helpful if you wanted to say, okay, they're building a 1 terawatt 600,000 amp pulse power generator, but I'm really interested in, you know, minimizing the pre-fire rate. Okay, well, great. Now I don't have to watch, you know, an hour-long video to find out just about that. And I could do something like, well, let's talk about looking at that, open link a new tab. Boom, there we are. We're right there at the right time. So this can be a huge time saver. Great way to stay on top of your YouTube channels, get the summaries, and again, get all that useful information without kind of having to play the needle in the haystack game. So hopefully this is helpful to you as far as using RSS feeds, getting summaries, getting timestamp summaries, and using that with Readwise. Of course, there's other things you could use this with. Anything that plays well with an RSS feed is going to be a great way to do this. And with Summarily, of course, as you saw in this video already, you can, of course, get email summaries delivered to your inbox. And that's another method of perhaps you could pipe that to other places, or you could just use your email inbox as a place to stay up to date with your YouTube videos. All right, if you have any questions, comments about this, just leave it below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.